Guys, what we have here, right? We have this situation. Okay, God had an issue with Lucifer in heaven. He couldn't control Lucifer. Lucifer wanted sole power, ownership of heaven. Fine. God, with his massive angel army, throw Lucifer down to earth. From Lucifer, land and earth, our mother, Eve, our father, Adam, was not able to control Lucifer's power and skill. Okay, Lucifer got the upper hand. The power issue, the power mentality now got established through the entire earth. Lucifer, Mr. Skillman, his power struggle, dominance mentality, working throughout the earth. You know, Freemasons and mechanic, their philosophy is that Lucifer is the architect of the universe. And I'm a person, I don't believe in opinions. I don't really support opinions to that unless your opinion is so factually true that I have no choice but to roll with it. So that mentality, Lucifer is the architect of the universe, I cannot disagree with it. Because like I tell you, I don't work with opinion, I work with facts. I'm a father, I build a house, I leave, I give it to my children. They decide they want to deal with the interior. They are the interior decorators. Of course I build the house, so what? I gone. I don't know what took place. And I'm not coming down there to get involved with the designing of what takes place inside the interior. So they can hire architects if they don't have the skills, or they can design whatever they want to design in that house. This world, this universe, it's a house, it's a building, okay? If you look around you, look around, up, down, below, all around, you see designs. Who put those designs there? Did God leave heaven, come down and physically put those designs there? No. Architects and interior decorators and homeowners put those designs there. So when the Freemasons and the mechanic have the saying that Lucifer is the architect of the universe, I cannot challenge that. I cannot factually challenge it. So because I cannot challenge it, I stand down and keep quiet. Because I know what architect does. They design. And I know what interior decorators does. They dress it up. Okay? Now, the mentality of Lucifer. What's the mentality? Power. Control. You control the people, you control what happens. So basically, the world is structured and designed on control. This control started from heaven and it continued through the creation of the human race. Lucifer came into the garden. He had to control Eve's mind in order to get her to eat that apple, correct? So he wanted to make sure he did whatever deceiving he had to do in order to win control over the mind. Mind, body, and soul, you in control. So where we at right now today, we are still going through that power struggle, and that power struggle started from as far back as we know. From the Bible started, we see where power struggle came into play. Okay? Cain didn't like what Abel had or whatever, whichever way it played out in the Bible in Genesis. Cain killed Abel, jealousy, whatever. Power struggle. Cain's seed got cursed. So the curse is there. All right. And as history plays out to 2020, we hear, well, this coronavirus is a biological weapon. It was created in China, or whoever created it. It's a biological weapon. It was designed to kill out, to control, whatever. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the discussion here is control, power. Now we have Western power, and we have, well, Middle East, whatever, Chinese, Russian, how they combine that together. Well, let's call it East power, West power, East versus West, okay? Iran, North Korea, China, Russia, East. The United States, European, West. Okay. So the big thing is here. The big thing is East wants a signature. If you mess with us, it's trouble. West wants a signature. If you mess with us, it's trouble. So these guys now, they keep billing to as a buffer to keep each other's distance. All right, it's a buffer zone. You hear about countries have a buffer zone because they have war. They need a buffer zone, a cushion. So that's what happened with these biological weapons. Okay, the biological weapon is a buffer. They build these biological weapons, and they know what they can do. It's a buffer. It's not really to use. If they see that they're in a critical spot, they use it. Syria used it because they were in a critical spot. They needed quick action, so they use it to control fast. They don't have time to play it out. They want control fast. Saddam Hussein used it as well. He want control fast, so he used it. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Throw back. Who you gotta throw back? Get them back. You know what I'm saying? Scare them off. When they see people falling down like flies right by them, they get scared. They panic because they feel their necks. So as we see the West build weapons as buffer and the East build weapons as buffer, we have to understand that when God wanted to free the Israelites from Pharaoh, God sent plagues, he sent curses. I mean, he killed who he had to kill to scare them, you know what I'm saying? And Pharaoh wouldn't budge because Pharaoh was a strong man. So God did what he had to do to try and scare him, to break him. So we know that plagues went on to Pharaoh and his family, but that's still in the making. But so we know that plagues were always in the making. Now, God made man into his image. He gave man skills, enough skills for them to make it through life. The only thing God did not show man to do is to blow breath into other man. So man can take out your heart, do heart transplant, they can open your head, work in your brains, they can do all different type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But they don't know how to do the job, which is the main ingredients to blow breath into other man. So back to this situation with the East and the West and the buffer. Governments are going to choose what they feel is in the best interest of their generations to come. They're not just doing it for them. They're thinking about their children, 500 years from now, 1,000 years from now. They want to make sure their children is in control. The British, when the British Empire was established, the British Empire had this motto, this logo, whereas it goes, if we prepare the perfect path for our children will always be in control of the world. And as you know, Great Britain at one time was trying to take over the whole entire world, and they only managed to conquer a quarter of the world, because obstacles kicked in, the American Revolution, and You know, America wanted their own stuff, so they decided, well, we had enough of the British, let's push them out, and that helped to weaken the British Empire. Then once the Americans took over, the British kind of stood back and lay back and, well, we had enough of this. It never worked for us, so we're gonna chill. So the American took it from there, and when the Americans became independent, they grew straight into the world's superpower. You know what I'm saying? They're running things. So now we reach a stage where, you know, the Americans doing things that they gotta do to stay in control. And it's simple. You either with them or you're against them. You know what I'm saying? If you feel that way, you know, let the West take over and we can have communists and whatever. Our women commit adultery or whatever, they get stoned to death because the laws of the East with the Muslim, that's what they want. So, you know, China is not going to say nothing, Russia is not going to say nothing. So when a woman do something wrong, she must be stoned to death. Then I said to myself, you know what? If every woman was to just end up doing something wrong, adultery or whatever, and the Arabs decide, wait, no, the punishment for this is all I'm gonna die, then all these women get stoned to death, and the world is left with just men. So how is this gonna work? How are men gonna start to reproduce with other men? And I'm saying to myself, that is a sick mentality. I will never support that. I don't care if America is making biological weapons or whatever, and the weapons kill off innocent people. You keep doing what you're doing, because I don't want to see the world freed of women, because I rather have women around so that I can watch my kids have grandchildren and so forth. You understand? I'm not gonna work with anybody that work with a system that is gonna try to stop mankind because of some stupid mentality. Jesus said, those without sin cast the first stone. Okay? So I'm not working with any mentality that is going to have some system in place that is communist and stupid that I just can't live with. I rather work with a system that represents freedom and democracy. I represent freedom and democracy, and that's what I'm riding with. So whatever rumor is going around there, where, you know, this is a biological weapon and innocent people dying, so be it. God brought plagues and innocent people died too. And I don't see nobody cursing God for that. And as we know, if God was so concerned about things like this happening, the devil would have never been cast down to earth. He would have just been put in hell and got burnt right there. But he came down to earth. He created havoc. We are not as bad as the devil. We are not as strong and powerful as him. So a lot of things is going to play out on earth that we don't like. But we are here with this guy, Lucifer, in our presence. So we just have to deal with it until God sends Jesus Christ back to change things. So we'll always have discussions, but my discussion, I stick to things that look factual. I am not on the side of opinions, because everybody wants opinion. You know what I'm saying? So until we talk again, that's it.